Gino, what do we got lined up in the A block?
Okay, so we've got some interesting things this week. Actually, this is a report from last week. Apple and Google boot out Fortnite on their app stores. Believe it or not.
Wow.
The popular game Fortnite. You know that game, right?
I've played that game many times on my Twitch channel, MJO Snaps.
That's
Find
right.
me out there. You can watch me play video games. Why did they boot Fortnite? That's a big deal. Fortnite is one of the biggest, hottest games right now in online gaming. Why did they do that?
To wrap it all up, Epic Games decided to...
The creators of Fortnite.
the
Epic
creators
Games.
of Fortnite decided to go against the terms of an agreement and add on a 20% fee in order to capitalize on more money because they felt that Apple and Google were taking more on the top than they wanted.
I see. Okay, I got it. Yeah, so a big thing inside Fortnite for anyone who doesn't play the game or really know what's going on, but you've maybe heard it, that word dropped on social media or, hey, some of our older listeners, maybe your kids play Fortnite. The big thing within Fortnite is you can buy virtual currency known as V-Bucks. So you basically go online and use your credit card and you can buy for like $100 cash. You can get like 1,000 V-Bucks. And you can use these virtual dollars in the game to buy different outfits for your player, different guns, different things. Okay, so it's a big deal, and it's totally the way that they're making just millions of dollars off this. So what you're saying is Apple and Google had an agreement in place. They can only charge a certain amount for the conversion
Correct.
of these products in their game, and they tacked on an additional 20% on top of that.
Correct.
Epic Games did to make more money.
Correct.
Okay, well, if that's a clear violation of the TOS of Apple and Google, I mean, you can't really blame them. I would only question how much money Apple and Google are going to lose as a result of that move, because all the millions of players around the world playing Fortnite doing these transactions, don't you think that they would lose some money here? What's the next nugget here that you got?
Well, according to Business Insider, and by the way, the first article came from TechCrunch, the Fortnite has installed 133 million times, and it's set to, looks like, possibly lose $1.2 billion in spending worldwide.
Wow. Big news there. Well, you know what? I guess we'll have to wait and see if that was a smart move. I'm sure they had a room full of financial wizards with abacuses in hand, and they ran the numbers, and they probably predicted, okay, if we get kicked out of the Apple Store and Google Play, this is the result, but we can make up more money by charging the 20%. That's what I would venture to guess. We'll have to wait and see.
That's right.
What else do we got in A block?
Okay, this week we're going to do a thing called Movie News Quick Highlights. And
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like three things I found that were like, and actually you found too, that were stood out. So like AMC theaters, we've been talking about that for a few weeks. They plan on opening up real soon on the 20th of August, at least 300 locations, with only having tickets at 15 cents dating back to their opening in 1920.
That is so remarkable that I have a sound effect for it somewhere in here. What? I gotta get quicker at getting these sound effects. I got so many of them to play with. Okay, so why are they going to 15 cents a ticket? Did I hear that right? 15 cents?
15 cents,
okay.
Yeah. Now, I think it's only on opening day. They're just trying to get people back into the movie theaters. There's a ton of people who want to go back into movie theaters. They are down to go back into the movie theaters, and they just want to, I guess, make sure that people are coming in. So that's really the biggest thing. They have all the social distancing and wiping of hands, and got to wear a mask throughout the entire time, other than when you're eating popcorn or having a drink. That's just a gimmick to get people in, basically.
Right.
Good marketing.
The 15 cents is brilliant. I hope it's more than just one day, because that would be pretty tragic. I mean, you're already cutting down the number of people that can come in each show anyways.
Right.
You're reducing the number of seats because of social distancing. So you figure, only a handful of people are going to get to, have that wow experience of paying 15 cents to get into a show.
Yeah.
But then you can still turn around and pay $25 for popcorn, so don't feel too bad. I'm looking forward to that. I've been really itching to get out to the movies, and there's some specific movies that I'm looking forward to.
And you're definitely looking for some trailers.
And I've been looking for some trailers. Everyone on the show knows I've been looking for some trailers. You know which trailers I've been looking for.
That's right.
But what are some of the big movies and some of the big things coming out soon connected with this announcement?
So Mandalorian, which is not in a movie theater, but
Right.
their trailer is going to be coming out soon.
All right, Disney Plus.
That's right. Actually, real quick, and Disney Plus, Mulan was scheduled to go out in the movie theaters, but now that's going to come out on Disney Plus on an exclusive $29.
Is that the
on Disney
live
Plus.
action?
Live
Mulan?
action,
Gotcha.
Just real quick note, Dune, if you're familiar with Dune from the early 80s, that is going to be remade and the trailer's going to drop really soon. And then on top of it all, Spider-Man 3 will be put back into production, and the title right now is rumored to be Homesick.
Okay.
And I don't see a Venom trailer anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I know. They're just destroying me with that news. But Spider-Man 3 expected to have Tom Holland reprise the role, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I care about because I love Tom Holland in that role. He's amazing. Really enjoyed the Spider-Man films with him.
Oh yeah, love it
in that
Love it.
role.
And you found something.
I did find something. So we've touched upon this in recent episodes. HBO Max. It's been out now for a minute. It's gaining lots of subscribers. It's kind of picking up where Disney. It's taking ideas from Disney Plus. It's taking ideas from other stuff. And so it's gaining some good traction. But the interesting thing is, HBO before HBO Max came out, they actually had their service split. If you have a TV that's app connected, app enabled, you noticed, as an example, on Amazon and on Apple TV, you would notice that you had access to, or you could access something called HBO Go, and then something separate called HBO Max.
HBO Now.
HBO Now. So sorry.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. HBO Max.
So no, it was a confusing time.
It was
when
all confusing, right?
Yeah.
So much like which one am I supposed to click on? I don't know.
Right.
And even what they discovered was even their own listening, watching viewers didn't even know which one to click on, right?
Right.
And so, anyways, HBO made the decision to permanently shut down HBO Go, and the other one's going to be closing down too, as well. I think.
Well,
Right?
I haven't heard about those apps in a while. The only one I know that could most likely be connected to HBO Max will be the DC Universe.
Okay. So the interesting thing is what I discovered last weekend, because I have an app connected TV. I don't subscribe to regular cable. I only watch internet connected TV. Was HBO Go is not, or HBO Max, excuse me, is not available on Amazon yet.
I'm surprised.
But it is available on Apple TV. Now that's a big deal,
Yeah.
because my big TV in my house is connected to Amazon, right? I do also have Apple TV connected, but I have to switch back and forth if I want to watch Apple TV.
I love Apple TV.
Apple TV's not bad, but I just feel in general with Prime, Amazon Prime, and all the stuff you have, for me, I just feel like there's more access to more shows and more apps and more things that I like on Amazon. So on my Fire TV.
Which is interesting because I know Amazon has HBO connections in there.
I know. They have HBO Now. So
Wow.
Amazon still has HBO Now, but they don't have HBO Max. I just thought that was very weird. But I do have HBO Max on my Apple TV. So long story short, it's still very much a cluster you-know-what. And I think it's going to take HBO a little bit more time here to kind of sort all this out. But I did really enjoy the HBO Max experience when I kicked over to my Apple TV and I launched the app. Very easy to search.
Wow.
It's got all the DC programming in there. It's got all the movies, tons of shows. I was watching the NFL Hard Knocks episode the other night. Really enjoy the layout and the design and the user experience of HBO Max. So props on that, but just question to Jeff Bezos, what the hell, man?
Well, they're not the only ones, too. That's happening with the new Peacock app by NBC as well. They're not on, I believe, Fire Stick and Roku, which I found out Roku is the biggest supplier of TV apps.
Fascinating. So only available on Apple TV?
Right.
Interesting. Apple TV making some moves.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got to wrap things up in the B block?
And to wrap things up, the B block, you all know about this. This happened last week. Huge news. Cardi B back in the mix of things with Megan Thee Stallion, I guess, with their new song called WAP. But the big news on that is that $100,000 on production was spent to help to help everybody on set get tested for coronavirus.
So this is really shocking, because if this starts becoming a new line item that everyone's going to have to budget into the production of movies and music videos.
Heck, UFC did it.
They built their own island for fights. I mean,
Wow.
You're just talking about crazy amounts of money that is going to start flowing towards industries and companies who specialize in gloves and thermometers and temperature takers and sanitizing. I mean, it is already kind of obvious anyways because of the way this year has turned into, but $100,000 for one music video shoot on all that kind of stuff, you can only imagine if you're looking for, a company or an industry to get into, PPE products, stuff like that, could be your calling, because there's just going to be a ton of money ushered into those spaces. So
Absolutely.
Pretty fascinating news. Okay,